Good evening, everybody.
It's Iain Lee out of his box on Absolute Radio.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
Day 2 of Freshers Week! Sorry, I thought the song was a bit more up on it. It's not, is it? Bit. It's Day 2 of Freshers Week. Thanks. I sound like a saxophone, don't I? Sexy saxophone. I hate the saxophone.
Iain Lee.
So?
Absolute Radio.
The man's doing his thing, shut up.
Just the singing bit now.
He's finished now. Da-da-da! Sing along. Da-da-da! 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 I'd love to have a fight with someone. Imagine punching someone. Like, I was thinking this today as I came in. I saw a couple splitting up on the way in.
Pop it in the face.
Really, just punching someone
Did he
with.
punch her?
No, he did. No, he didn't. Oh, there was an echo there. No, he didn't. But I tell you what I saw was a couple outside a pub in Soho having an argument. And she was going, stop it! We're going to split up over this, don't you? We are splitting up over this. And what it was that I think it was because she was smoking, because she then went, get off my cigarette! And he went, sorry off, I'm going in the pub. And he walked into the pub, and I think they split up because she smokes, that's a splittable offence.
I would split up with someone.
But if you were going out with someone
already and knew they were
a smoker, then I don't think you can.
No, that's the rules.
Because that's what it is.
Yeah, you accept them for what they are.
Yeah.
You try and change them, but
yes,
you don't
of
split
course.
up over them.
You don't split up over that. But if they started smoking whilst you were courting them, then that is a dumpable offence.
Maybe she had just started smoking.
I don't think so. She looked like a seasoned smoker.
Maybe she'd given up, and then she started back smoking, and then he was
back smoking. What's that? Is that when you put it up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe you're that couple listening now. 0330 123 1215. I'd love to know what happens. Maybe we can help. Freaky D. But that made me think I would love to punch someone in the face. With my full might. My might isn't... I haven't finished a sentence, so stop trying to interrupt. My full might...
Well, you kept doing a full stop at the end of it.
No, I didn't do a full stop. It was a semicolon.
With my
semicolon.
Full... All right, well, you need to write that down if you're going to do a semicolon.
Write that down.
Write this down.
Oh, traditional. Imagine, but I finished now. You're not very good at this conversation thing,
well,
are you?
You've thrown me because I thought you were still going. I was just saying, how did you get from seeing someone have a verbal fight to really wanting to punch them in the face? It's a bit wrong, a bit sick.
Passion.
A bit sick in the face you are.
And aggression and actually feeling things. That's what these people were doing. They were passionate, they were aggressive, they were feeling things. And I wanted to be feeling things. I wanted to be feeling my fist in a man's cheek as I punched him with all of his might. But we would be... I've never had a proper fight. I've had the crap kicked out of me several times in my life, surprisingly, because I'm a nice guy. But I've never had a proper fight where I have landed all of my full might behind a punch in someone's... I'm not condoning violence, by the way, kids. You know, it would have to be someone that I'd paid that would allow me to punch them. Not with a boxing glove, with a knuckle.
Yeah.
I want to knuckle him in the face.
I used to have knuckle dusters. You could borrow them.
What do you have those for?
Got given them.
By whom?
A gangster, actually.
When do we use the word whom? I don't know.
To whom are you referring to?
Well, to you.
When you'd say it.
Oh, but there must be other... I'll tell you why, and don't flinch when I do this, but in my Greek lessons, come on! I had to learn the word whom. So I learned who, whose, and whom. And I was going, but I wouldn't know when to use whom in English,
Actually,
so how am I supposed to know how to do it in Greek?
You say whose.
Oh, she said who?
Yeah.
Who are you talking to? To whom are you referring? I don't know.
To who are you referring works equally as well as to whom.
So I don't know. There we go. Go on, sorry.
I was going to say, when you say the word too many times it loses all meaning.
Whom.
That's what's happened.
Imagine if the who had been called the whom. Oh, wouldn't it? Good evening, Woodstock. Please welcome to the stage, all the way from Shepherd's Bush, London, England, the whom. What? The what? The what? The whom. I'm going to start a band called the... Okay, well, this is... Who would have thought we'd go down a literary path But if someone could please tell us, it's not literary at all, if someone could please tell us when we would use whom in the correct context. Educational.
Where you can't use who, though.
Yeah, well, you can't use who, but you can use whom. It's Freshers' Week, by the way. Let me explain this. So Freshers' Week means if you are a regular caller, you cannot come in, you cannot get on the air this week, OK? It is for brand new callers, and we had a lot of new... Where were all these new callers hiding for the last 2 years? They were fantastic. That mad Aussie tart.
Yeah.
She would have used that phrase herself. That's not me being derogatory towards women.
Scottish lube girls.
The lube girls. The fellow who got stuck in his beanbag. Now, these people can call in again.
Yeah.
They're more than welcome to call in again. They can become the new regulars. But also, if you're an irregular caller, so if you've not called for a long time or you maybe have only called a couple of times, if you're not sure, phone up. And we will decide whether you are a regular or not, and whether you can come on this week. But I don't know, where have they been hiding for 2 years? They've just been sat there thinking, I'm not going to phone up.
I think that they feel that they can't phone up.
A bit scared?
Yeah.
Yeah, they could be. And if that's the case, that's a fault of mine.
Yeah.
And yours. Take a bit of it.
All right.
Thank you.
Take a little bit.
That's mainly your fault.
It's not.
Well, it is. Listen, you're the woman who today, dear listener, we don't
I'm the woman.
Yeah, I'm about to out you. Dear listener, we don't do lazy Ian Collins topics such as, do you remember Space Hoppers, Tomorrow's People, and Sweeties from the Past. But I bought myself a Crunchie today. I had a sandwich and a banana. I thought I'd get a nice bit of chocolate. My favourite chocolate is this like caramel chocolate. But they didn't have it, and I saw Crunchie just staring at me. 51 pence they are now.
That's actually quite cheap in chocolate terms at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, they're very expensive. It used to be 25p or 20p, 18p. But so I bought one, delicious. And so Eloise and I then started talking about honeycombs. And you used to be able to buy them in the markets. You remember you just get stalls that would sell just like big bags of sweets. And they look like Smarties and real sweets.
Yeah.
But they're like fake Smarties. And they're a bit like cheap chocolate, like dog chocolate.
Yeah.
But they used to buy big bags of honeycomb, which was just this sweet, sickly stuff that was just, you get it stuck to your fingers, you get it in your hair. Wonderful, but horrible. And Eloise, what was the really, really stupid thing you said to me today?
That I still thought up until this Sunday that they were real honeycomb.
You thought they were actual honeycomb made by bees?
Yeah.
In their
only because when you're little...
Nests? Bees' nests?
Hives?
That's wasps.
Oh. But when I was little, you're told, oh, it's honeycomb. So until you actually bring up that...
You found out on Sunday. What happened?
Only because my friend was eating a Crunchie and she said to me, do you know, I used to think these were actual honeycomb.
Oh,
I said,
no.
I still did.
Oh, God. I should feel sorry for you, but I just don't. I just want to laugh at you.
Well, I never had the opportunity to find out.
Okay, well, the opportunity has arisen, and...
it's when I'm 26.
And whom were you with when you found this out? That's when you use it. You're talking about honeycomb.
But you could still say, and who were you with,
You
though?
could do. So, okay, this is what we've got so far. We've got honeycomb. I'm throwing these topics out. Feel free to call in about these topics. But if you just want to call up and just say hello... I tell you what would be nice, actually. Just tell us what you're doing. If you're a new caller, stop biting your nails.
I'm not biting the nails.
There's your fingers in the mouth and you're chewing.
I never bite the nails. You know this. How many times have you said this? What do I bite?
Men's... I don't know. So, this is what I'm going to call in about. Honeycomb? When do we use the word whom? You're going to get no callers on that. Imagine you just tuned in. Like, you just listen to Ben Jones, right? You always listen to Ben Jones. The Ben Jones Radio Experience, I'm calling that show now. And you always love it because he plays good music, nice bit of chat about what's happening in the world of Aerosmith, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And then you always switch off just at 11 o'clock because they don't like me. I didn't used to like Rise, okay? But do you know what? I'll give him a go and have a listen. And at 12 minutes past 11, we're talking about the correct use of the word whom on Absolute Radio. Yeah, you're going to switch up. So, whom doth thunk it? Whom, honeycomb, and also, if you're a new caller, you've never called before, just call me up and tell me what you're doing now. What are you doing whilst you're at home, at work, in the car, wherever you are? Phone up and tell me what you're doing. The way it works is very, very simple. You dial 0330 123 1215. You then press button 1. Eloise will take your... You may come straight to Eb. Eloise will probably take your call. If she likes the sound of you, and she probably will, she'll take down your details and call you back, kids, so it don't cost you that much money, all right? 0330 123 1215. Pretty much anything goes. I like this. This is that Greek lady. Now, this is the sort of song I should absolutely hate, but, Boom, 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 boom. I quite like that. I think I did hate it the first time I heard it, but it's growing on me and is evolving into a right little treat. Let me just take this call because this person... Yes, line 9.
Hello.
Hello, you're on the air.
Oh, yeah, I've got a song for you.
Ah, now this... hang on, is this Nat? Oh, hello. What the hell is this? What is this? But very heavy on the old country fiddles there. Country Kiddles. Country Kiddles. Good name for a band, isn't it? Oh, it's Hayseed Dixie. And Dr. Love. There are no bills, there are no fees. What your problem is, the first step to a cure is a kiss. They're calling. Well, there we go. That's lovely. That's Hayseed Dixie playing a Kiss song. Thank you very much for that. Let's go to Sarah. Good evening, Sarah.
Hello.
Hello, Sarah. You right?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine. Are you a first-time caller?
I am.
This is really exciting. I was so worried when my big mouth opened last week and I heard myself saying we're going to do a whole week of new or irregular callers because I thought that ain't never going to work. We're going to be stuck at 11:45 on Monday with nothing. And the phones have gone mental. If you're trying to get through... Keep trying. It's only Eloise on our own answering the phone, so the phones have gone absolutely bonkers, so keep trying. Sarah, how long have you been listening to this show?
Not that long, actually.
Well, okay, it's not a bad thing. I'm not telling you off. I'm just doing it for research purposes.
No, that's fine.
And maybe
that's
love
fine.
it purposes. What have you... You can tell me who and whom.
Yeah, it's basically not that complicated.
Oh, go on. All right, don't have a dig.
Pardon?
No, a little pop there, because I'm stupid.
No, I'm not saying that. But
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just saying that a lot of people get intimidated by grammar, and it's really not that complicated.
Okay, go on.
Basically, you say whom with an M whenever you would whenever you would say him, and who when you would say he. So, if you wanted to say,
So I went out with him. You went out with whom?
exactly, yeah.
What about her?
Her and she. So she, he, her, him.
Okay, and that's whom?
Yes. Does that make sense?
Yes, and then now I've forgotten when I use who.
When you would say he or she. So who is going to the pub? He is going to the pub.
He is going to the pub with whom?
He is going to the pub with him. Who is going to the pub with whom? Does that make sense?
It sort of makes sense. I'm just laughing at the fact that if my boss is listening to this now, I am going to get sacked. Sorry, you've...
I'm trying to teach you something.
No, I know. What are you having a go at me for? I'm just saying that this is not the fun, the radio music show that my boss hired me for. Are you a teacher, Sarah?
No, I'm not.
How do you know this?
Because I did languages at university.
Oh, okay. And what do you do now, then?
Am I allowed to say?
Well, unless it's like a child murderer, then yes, you are, yes.
I should just say I work for a media organisation.
Is it the BBC?
It is.
Yay! Get us a job. Because this nonsense ain't going to last forever. At some point, my boss, Mr. Grace, is going to wise up to the fact that I am an idiot. So, could I come and work at the BBC, please?
I'm not in charge of that. I don't work in HR.
No, Sarah. Thank you very much for that. 0330 123 1215.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee. Iain Lee. Absolute Radio.
Hello, yes, John, it's day 2 of Freshers Week. Just making a quick phone call. Hang on. Oh, it's my neck. Oh, there it goes again.
Hello?
Is that Aussie Pam?
It is!
It's Iain Lee!
Hello, Iain Lee!
No, that's my surname.
Iain Lee.
Iain, yes.
Yes, Iain, darling. I know,
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm excited.
You did what?
I'm
I
excited.
thought you said you farted.
No,
No!
So, geez, well, I don't need to know that. So, Aussie Pam, you've emailed in. You were such a sensation yesterday on the radio. Did you hear we had a young man phone up who wanted to be with you?
Yes, I did. His name was Phil. I've written it down. He said he was 17.
Wow, could you...
Is he joking? 17?
Could you handle that?
Honey, I'd break him. Are you joking?
Because you're a big lady, aren't you? I'd forgotten that.
Don't you even start with the big business, mate.
Now, you're 46. What is the youngest...
I'm 43!
All right, calm down. What is the youngest that you could go with?
Well, I've got a rule. Because my son told me off for surfing his mates on Facebook. That's not allowed.
You were surfing a guy on his what?
On my son's Facebook page. He says I'm not allowed to date fellas off his Facebook page.
And how old are they?
22-ish.
So, because you couldn't... But you... If it wasn't for your son, you could quite happily... handle a 22-year-old.
17 is just a bit obscene. That's not allowed because it's just not right.
No, listen, I'm 36. As you know, I'm happily married. But if heaven forfend, my wife should be killed by a falling piano, and I needed to find comfort in the arms of another, it could happen. It could happen. I have thought about how young I could go.
Okay, and what's your rule?
I couldn't go any more than 10 years younger. So I couldn't go any younger than 26.
No, I've got more than that. No, my last boyfriend was 16 years younger than me.
So hang on, that will make you 30, yes?
I'm not even going to...
No, because you can't... You're not clever enough to do the maths. Carry on.
Yeah, go on, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
But, he was nice. We went out for 3 years and lived together and everything. And, anyway. But no, 16 years isn't too bad. But no, the 17-year-old, that's just a bit naughty. It's just not right.
Okay, so you wouldn't... So if this guy were to phone up and offer you his Ray Winston-like physique, you would have to turn it down.
Yeah, but 17, it doesn't count. Like, the Ray Winston thing doesn't even I don't even forgive the 17 for looking like Ray Winston.
Yeah, I mean, 17-year-old looking like Ray Winston, that's a fat lad, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is he receding as well?
Oh.
And do I have to cut up his meat when we go out on a date?
Yeah, exactly, and sometimes chew it for him and spit it into his mouth.
Oh, gee, come on, Ian, you're just getting ridiculous now.
Hang on a minute, do you know what, Pam? I've still not worked out if you're real or not.
Oh, Ian, look.
Can I tell you why?
Why?
You
said I sound like a bloke, and I'm not a bloke.
Well, that's it. You do sound like a little bit like the fella that does Dame Edna. Now, he's a fella, and you've got that kind of raspy, deep, testicular voice.
Oh. Ian,
yes.
That's so rude.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry if I've offended you, Pammy.
You have offended me, actually, and I was I had such a good time last night.
I bet you did. Why, what happened when you put the phone down?
Well, I listened to you all night, right till the end of the show.
Well done.
And then Eloise did the montage, and I wasn't included in the montage.
Oh, so you weren't included in the montage, and that made you unhappy?
Yes.
So, you've got to say something that's exciting now that would be good enough to be on the montage. So, away you go.
God. I'm a cougar.
There you go. That'll be in it. I can almost guarantee that you saying that cougar's the new word. I only heard cougar.
It's a new word.
I only heard it shut up. I only heard it for the first time in November when I was in Hawaii, and I was in a bar in Hawaii, and the people I was with went, "See that old woman over there? She's a cougar." I thought, what the hell does that mean? And it's a horny old woman up for it.
It's a horny woman over 40, not old woman. That is up 40.
Listen, once you get past 37, my love, you is past it.
Really? So you reckon there's no horny women? You don't think any woman that's over 37 is sexy?
No, I didn't say that. Listen, I didn't say that at all. I think I've always been, from a very young age, from the age of 17, I've always been a big fan of the older woman. And now I'm 36... I could quite possibly go as far as 58. But what I'm saying is everybody...
Why did you pick 58? Because that woman director who won the Best Director thing, she was 58 and she was hot.
She was not 58.
She was 58!
Is she 58?
Doesn't she look fantastic?
Oh, Olio Golos!
No, you would, wouldn't you? You would.
Oh, she can direct my little movie, definitely.
Oh, it would be little, Ian. Oh, it would be little.
All right, steady on.
Would it be in 3D?
All right, just calm down. Yes, but you would need glasses to see it. Now, I think just once you start nudging 60, then...
Oh, that's a bit ancient, yeah.
Isn't it just... That's just a little bit wrong, isn't it? A little bit Dig-a-dum-dum. Anyway, Pam, it's always a fascinating insight into your seedy, hideous, lonely life. Could you maybe give us a call again tomorrow?
I will try my best.
Thank you very much, my dear. Have a good night.
Bye.
Ta-ta.
Said to lose my life or lose my love.
If you are a new listener, I should probably do some business. You can go to facebook.com/Iain Lee Show, and it's IAINLEE Show, and sign up there. And during the show, I kind of type away and chat to the people there. There's Mr. Big Boss Grace, there's Rob A. Williams, Wayne Hallums is there. I believe that's short for Halloumi. And you can chat. And during the day, people just go and spout abuse at each other, and we don't really look at that very often, so you can do that. You can also download podcasts of the show. Now, what we try and do, we didn't do it yesterday, but we did it today, is we record 10, 15, sometimes 20 minutes of extra stuff for the podcast that goes at the start and at the end of the podcast, so you get a little bit more bang for your buck. Saying that, they're free. And you can get those on iTunes or at www.absoluteradio.co.uk, and then you find my page, and you can download it from there. We do the full show without the music and the ads, and there's also a best bits. And there is also Iain Lee's Shepherd's Pie, which is our new video TV channel. Where is that, Eloise? I still don't quite understand it.
At the moment, apparently iTunes are taking their time working out how you can search for it.
Oh, they're such nubs.
So you should be able to search eventually Iain Lee Shepherd's Pie, but today it's making you search Absolute Radio, and then it brings up all the Absolute Radio TV channels.
Jeez, I nearly ought to puke my guts. But that's on iTunes, and we've done a video there, and we're going to do some more fun videos, including, I believe we're going to record some sort of challenge video for Christian O'Connell, aren't we? From his football match.
Yeah.
Teach him a lesson.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we're playing Who's Calling Christian as well. I believe, without giving too much away, we could be close. If you are called Colin Christian, or if you know anybody, and we could have more than one winner in this as well, you know somebody whose name is Colin Christian, get them to call us, and we need proof, like a copy of a passport or a driving licence or a birth certificate or something. We need proof as to that to them, and they could win some promos.
Ooh.
Promos. Let's go to Melissa. Hello, Melissa.
Oh, hello.
It's one of my favourite names, Melissa.
Oh, lovely, thank you.
Although I wouldn't call if I had a daughter, I wouldn't call her that.
Oh, why not?
Bit tarty.
How dare you?
No, I'm joking, Melissa. I'm being rude for the sake of being rude. What can we do for you, Melissa?
Oh, I don't know. I only discovered this radio station a couple of nights ago when I finally got my DAB radio station.
You've only just got a DAB... Hang on, you only just got a DAB, or you only just got it to work?
I only just got it to work. I got it for Christmas, and it's balanced very precariously on my bookshelf, because
Right.
it's the only place in my room that'll get signal.
Oh, no, you're joking.
No.
It's good, though, isn't it? I know that obviously yours is balanced precariously and could fall down and kill the cat, but DAB's good, isn't it?
It's pretty good.
It's
all
like
right.
it's like proper radio, and they're all done. I tell you what I like. I'm not so bothered about the quality, because I do kind of miss the AM sound a little bit. But the fact it's all alphabeticalised.
Yeah.
That
I
makes
didn't
it
notice
easy.
That.
Yeah, that makes it well easy.
Yeah.
So you'd never heard this station before?
Never in my life.
So
I didn't even...
You just turned the DAB on, and I guess, was this the first station that came up, Absolute?
No, I think, for some reason, Amazing was on first.
Amazing? What's that? That sounds amazing. Is there such a radio station?
Yeah, apparently.
Okay, well, listen, Eloise, type a letter to the programme controller at Amazing. I want a job there.
Ooh,
it sounds like a fun place to
never heard
work.
of that.
No, nor have I. It sounds brilliant. Okay, Melissa, so you've just discovered this. Have you listened to any of the other shows on this station?
I listened to the Unknown Pleasures one, which was lovely. I really liked that one.
The what?
The Unknown Pleasures.
I don't know.
Unknown Treasures?
Yeah, that
Pleasures.
Oh, okay. Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. That sounds like fun. But you've not listened to The Breakfast Show yet?
one. I don't get up early enough for that.
No, don't bother. Neither does Christian most mornings, so I wouldn't bother with that. Well, Melissa, congratulations. You have found the best show on Absolute Radio. And what are you doing right now?
I'm chilling.
I spent the entire day doing really boring domestic things.
Oh, man alive, I hate that. When are they... Listen, I'm not being funny, right, Japanese? It's 2010. I was promised, as a child, there would be a robot now that would come and do the windows, do the carpets, do the dishes, do everything. There will be a robot butler. I have not got my bloody robot butler. Stop making excellent pop music, Japanese people, and make me a robot butler! Sorry, little rant there. You're not Japanese, are you, Melissa? I've not just defended you and your family.
No, I'm definitely not Japanese. I'm from Newcastle.
Okay, I think they have Japanese people in No, they don't. They don't. It's Liverpool. Was there anything else, Melissa, or did you just phone up to say hello?
I just rang up to say hello. I thought it would be a bit, different.
Yeah, and has it satisfied you, or you got that strange sort of empty feeling as though you've not really achieved anything?
A little empty.
Yeah, I feel like that every night, Melissa, when I go home. That's that little sad emptiness that maybe my life is worthless and I haven't achieved anything at all.
If you got a job at Amazing, it might get a bit better.
It might get a bit better. I'm going to hunt those down. Melissa, it's lovely to talk to you. Do call again.
I will.
Cheers, my dears. Ta-ta. There we go. It's fresh this week. Honeycomb. What else was there? There was something else. Who and Whom I think we've done. Oh, you know the Oscars? Are you bothered by them?
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee. Absolute Radio.
It's Gareth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah.
It appears that whenever my girlfriend goes away,
yeah.
I cheat on her with this radio show.
Yeah, we're not having sex though, Gareth. So get that out of your filthy mind, you pervert. Hey, wouldn't it be good? Yeah. This is what they need to make. They need to make a radio with a hole in it. So when it's like a sexy radio presenter, for example, Vanessa Feltz, you could actually make love to the radio.
Dragons Den. That's where you need to go and speak to Duncan.
When is Duncan Bannatyne coming on this bloody show? He was supposed to come on, and then he got poorly, and so he wasn't going to come on. And then he said, "Oh, come on again." And I've emailed his lady, and nothing's happening.
I remember on your Twitter feed that he got quite stroppy with you as well.
He did get stroppy with me.
Yeah, listen, Iain, this is how it is. I'm ill.
I'm Duncan Bannatyne. I'm ill. I'm out. And we'll chase up Bannatyne. Again, Eloise, tomorrow, can we chase up Duncan Bannatyne and his lady Kim? Today?
I did already.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And anything?
No.
Have we pissed him off?
I don't think so, but I heard he's coming on breakfast, so makes me think that...
that's like a knife into my penis.
Oh.
Imagine that. It's
very
horrific.
Painful.
Very, very painful. What is this? Shut up, Gareth, I'm talking. We have been... Sorry, that was rude, but shut up. We have been hunting him down for months.
I know.
He was yay close to coming on.
It's terrible.
Terrible. Anyway, Gareth, what do you want?
Well, as I say, basically, I was listening to the podcast. Or I only ever listen to the podcast, and never listened to the actual show.
All right, mate, no need to show off about it.
Well, no, I'm just that's just what I do.
Oh, okay, that's your thing. Yes.
I thought, it was a really fantastic show last night, and so I just thought I must call up and say hello because I enjoyed listening to myself on the podcast.
So hang on, are you not listening to the show now?
Well, no, I had to listen to the first. I mean, because I googled whom, and it blew my mind. So I just decided not to even.
Hey, if you want to get your mind blown, and here's some word fun for you kids. I'm such an old man. Get a dictionary and look up the word so, S-O. It is the longest definition in the world. A 2-letter word, it gets about 3 pages of the dictionary.
The app is like that as well.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, so what are you going to do? You're going to listen, you're going to download this tomorrow, lie down in a darkened room, maybe in a bath, and stroke one out?
No, I listen to it when I'm running on
when you're what?
Gym. When I'm running. I
running.
Go to the gym and listen to it while I'm on a treadmill.
See, I can't listen to the talkies when I'm doing the running. I have to listen to Mandy Moore when I'm running.
No, I only ever listen to speech stuff. But yeah, no, and I just sort of thought. I mean, I'm not terribly good mileage. Not half as good as that Pammy lady.
No, you're not. So I'm going to cut you off now then.
Yeah, fair enough.
There we go. Andy.
Hello.
Hello, Andy. Andy and Fleet. Andy and Fleet. Here we go. Good work.
Yeah, that's right.
Lovely stuff. Got it in one. Andy, now are you a first-time caller or have you called before?
I'm a first-time caller.
This is This is what it's all about. This now.
The fans are coming on board.
This is what. Forget your losers, your Andres and your Vinnies and your Barry from Watford. We don't need that nonsense.
Is he a real person, that guy?
Andre?
Yeah.
Yes, sadly, he is a real person.
Is he permanently drunk?
Yep. Pretty much. Happy days.
There's a small breed of them out there, isn't there?
Of course, now you have the same name as him, so you must be doubly offended that he is bringing down the good name of Andy's everywhere.
I know.
Okay.
And I'm Ian as well. I'm at IAIN as well, so...
What do you mean, where? When?
In the middle.
Oh, God, really? Because I don't mean rude, right? Ian is, I think it's a very, very dull name. Very dull name. It's got too many vowels. But also, don't take this the wrong way, Andy's quite a dull name as well, isn't it? There's not much going on there.
It's very middle of the road, isn't it?
Both got 4 letters, both got no hard letters, no K's or T's, it's Andy Ian.
Yeah,
so
well,
it's just Ian Lee. It's just, there's no, whoa, come on, give me something to work with.
My surname's worse, though.
Well, what is it? Bumhole?
Hancock.
What is it?
Hancock.
Oh, you gotta...
Like Tony.
Yeah, I know, well, Hancock's good, but you've still got that bit at the end.
A lot of people put D's in the middle of it, so...
Hancock, do they really? You can change your name. Lee isn't my real... Well, Lee is my real surname now, but it's not
Andrew
the surname...
Ian Lee. That'd be...
No, don't change it to mine. Don't change it to mine. That's just creepy. That's weird. But Lee is not the name that I was given as a child. But a few years ago...
for insurance purposes.
Well, exactly. No, for
your film star.
Well, yes, because I'm a film star. Exactly. Yes, I have been kissed by Angelina Jolie, but I would hardly call me a film star. Absolutely true. But when I found out I was getting married, no, it was her. Angelina Jolie kissed me on the cheek, and she thought it was funny. When I was getting married, I thought, you know what, I'm going to get rid of the surname I have been brought up with because I don't use it. I use Lee for work, and I might as well use it for everything. And I changed it. And changing your name is the easiest, most fulfilling thing you do. You go online, you go to this website, you type in what your name was, you type in what you want your name to be, you pay them £35, it's done. It's as simple as that.
Wow.
Everybody should change their name.
Website.
Well, it's just like the deed poll website. It's one of those .gov things, isn't it? And it's the easiest, most satisfying, such an empowering thing, Andy, because your name, you know, it's given to you by your parents, obviously, so you're just kind of lumbered with it.
So, yeah.
Well, you hope so, someone gave it to you. But you're lumbered with it, but you could change it to anything you wanted to. What would you change it to, Andy? Come on.
Pingu.
Do it! Do it! It's 35 quid! A week later you don't like it, change it back! Come on, Pingu Hancock.
I can do Pingu. That's my...
What do you mean you can do him?
Well, I can do his voice.
Oh, go on then.
Hello.
That's Pob.
Pob?
Yeah, it's a Pob, isn't it?
He spits on the screen, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, that's Pob. That's not Pingu.
Oh, it's close. It probably sounds different on the telephone.
I didn't know that Pingu spoke. I'll be honest, I've never seen Pingu. I'm aware of the young penguin gentleman, but I've never seen it.
Well, you look it up, and you'll think.
Andy, were you? I asked this briefly yesterday, and I just want to get it out of my system now. Were you at all interested in anything the Oscars had to throw up at you at the weekend?
I didn't even know it was on. That's how interested I was.
Yeah, it was on because America's like in stupid time zones. It was on like at 2:00 in the morning, and the Sky and the BBC were banging on. Oh, it's the Oscars. Oh, it's the Oscars. Oh, who's going to win this? Hurt Locker, Avatar. Oh, Kurt Collins.
Cares?
Who exactly? Who cares? It's rich people being given awards that will make them more richer and
make their heads even bigger than they are already.
Exactly, and then what they do is instead of showing like the awards bits, they go, okay, well we can see walking up the red carpet now. It's Sissy Spacek, and she's wearing a beautiful $15,000 dress from Da Vinci. And if you look at that pearl inlay there, who cares? I don't want to know what rich people are wearing on their way to a rich award ceremony where everyone's going to pat them on the back and say how rich they are. Balls, Andy, it's utter balls.
Oh, God, with a capital B.
Oh, I don't know, you've got me angry, Andy. I don't know why. There's something about you that's brought out the anger in me. I like you. You're good. You're good.
Oh, yeah, you're the best person on the radio.
You're correct.
I mean, I'm a chauffeur and I drive around a lot of the time, and yeah.
Have you had any celebrities in the back of your car? The Rolling Stones. Have you had the Rolling Stones in the back of your car?
No. I've had minor, very minor
Like Michelle Heaton from Liberty X. You know the one, the chubby one?
Yeah.
Have you had her?
No.
Okay. Okay, she's...
No, my friend had Sienna Miller.
Oh, she's nice, Sienna Miller. Got a very busy mouth, hasn't she? A lot of teeth in her mouth. Andy, your discretion is appreciated. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Nice to talk to you, mate. Take care.
All right.
Ta-ta, there we go. What a lovely... This is it, Freshers Week. New callers, people who've only called a couple of times. Everybody who's calling in is an absolute pleasure. Let's see if Jem is going to be the same. Good evening, Jem.
Good evening, Iain Lee.
Glastonbury or Glastonbury? Which camp do you fall in?
Glastonbury. It's Glastonbury.
I never got the people who say... I used to know a girl who lived in Glastonbury, but she called it Glastonbury, and I could never...
people do. I wasn't born here, but people that come from here do call it Glastonbury. It's very, very bizarre.
I love the way you say, I wasn't born here.
I'm not from here.
We would never have guessed, Jem, with an accent like that. We would never have guessed you're not from the southwest. I like Glastonbury. I do like Glastonbury. I've never been to the festival, but I've got friends who used to live there, and so I spent a lot of time in Glastonbury Village, and it's nice. But you always see too many hippies walking around with guitars.
That's a true story.
It's based on a true story. Too many people with hair braids in, and too many people smoking hashish up on the tour.
Absolutely.
I may have been there once or twice myself.
But the tour's bizarre. You can go up there any time, day or night. You'll never be the only one up there. There's always a bloke with a bloody tin whistle or a dog or something.
Or a bongo. There's always someone with a bongo.
Absolutely. In the middle of the night. You never get up there on your own. It's as simple as that.
True. I do like, I don't buy into all that mystical claptrap as much as I used to when I was younger, but I do. It's a beautiful place, down there. I do like
beautiful. It's beautiful.
Jem, you're weird. I like you. Go on.
Thank you. There's all sorts of things. Listen, the honeycomb thing.
Yes.
I'm sure that when I was tiny, you could get... It was like a giant crunchy.
Yeah.
Bloody inches wide, inches deep, great big long thing, and it was just a honeycomb with chocolate around it in a transparent plastic wrapper.
Yeah, it's just a big plastic bag, yeah.
Yeah, cheap as you like, brilliant, full of honeycomb, and it was fantastic. But it was as big as your head.
You know it wasn't real honeycomb, don't you?
It was straight from the bee's hive. I'm sure about that.
Shut up! Eloise believed that. Eloise believed that until Sunday.
She's as mad as all sorts. That one.
That's just stupidness.
That's bizarre. It is bizarre.
But it's a good sweet because I had the crunchy earlier on, and the crunchy was that's kind of baby honeycomb. But I'm going to try and hunt down some honeycomb this weekend.
You get hard bits in crunchies. You get bits that don't melt in your mouth, but they stay there, but that's strange.
No, I like that though.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yes, Jem, I do like... Jem, have you been up on the tour today smoking hashish, Jem? Because you're rambling like a lunatic.
I haven't, but I'm as we speak, I'm putting my washing away. I'm trying to fold things up with one hand because I'm on the phone, and it's not as easy as you think.
It's not easy as you think, is it? It's a tough one, Jem.
It's a tough one, but we've all got to do it. And the other thing, there's a geezer that phoned you up a while ago. I've only just got a digital radio. My girlfriend bought me one for Christmas, and I found you lot, and last night, I was actually ringing because I'm not sure whether everyone that comes on is real. I thought it might just be a studio thing, because there's some strange stuff happening. And last night, the geezer with the beanbag, I was laughing like a lunatic.
That was my favourite thing last night. And the fella got stuck in the beanbag.
It was you fading him out. The two blokes having the strangest conversation. They just gradually drifted off. And I laughed and laughed.
Listen, this is as good as it gets, I'm afraid, Jem, on this show. Mondays to Thursdays, 11 till 1. I'm glad you dig it, man.
It's a really good show.
I'm glad you dig it.
I work all sorts of bizarre hours and stuff, and I'm trying to keep up all the time just to listen to it, because it's great. And the weird thing is, there's a geezer I used to know in Surrey, and I'm sure he's been phoning you, a bloke called James.
It's possible.
Come on a few times.
It's possible.
And I thought, I know this bloke. I was trying to text him, but I've lost his number, but I thought, it's him. It's bloody well him.
It's it. Well, James, listen, it's a pleasure to have you on board. Do call again.
I certainly will. Thank you very much.
Cheers, buddies. Mondays to Thursdays, 11 till 1. That's what you're looking for. Iain Lee, Absolute Radio. Bon Jovi.
Kanojo wa temptation girl.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee. Iain Lee. Absolute Radio.
What a night for a dance, you know I'm a dancing machine.
Iain Lee. Absolute Radio.
So you heard a little bit of Box there. The Box interview. Box, excellent Japanese band. The Box interview is being edited as we speak. I'm just waiting for a contribution from a top celebrity. And so hopefully maybe next week we'll play out the Box interview, which will be a lot of fun. Although some of it's in all of it's in Japanese. and I was editing it, and I just... anyway, I muffed it up, so I don't know if I've got the bits in the right place. I'm going by guesswork here. Day 2 of Freshers Week, where it's new callers or people who have not called that often. We have a lot of regulars on this show, and none of them are allowed on the air this week. If you're not sure if you're a regular or not, give us a call, and we will tell you. The phones have been mental again tonight. I was so worried that we weren't going to be able to fill one show, and day 2, the phones are busier than yesterday, would you say, Eloise?
Busier, I'd say. Actually, maybe equal. That when we first started, though, we literally had all the lines full. Which is for the start of a show on a Tuesday, which is a bit of a dead slot, let's be honest. It was pretty hectic. So the things that we are asking tonight, and the way it works is you phone up, you speak to Eloise. If she likes you, she calls you back. If she doesn't, she says she'll call you back, and then doesn't. And that's your prerogative. That's your prerogative. But the things that I'm talking about tonight are honeycomb. I don't. No, it's rubbish, isn't it? It's utter rubbish. Is anyone bothered by the Oscars? I don't think anybody is actually interested in the Oscars, apart from people who are up for Oscars. And also, just what are you doing now? But if you just want to phone up and have a chat, or maybe you think there's something really important that I've missed that you think we should be talking about, give it a go. If it's rubbish, I'll tell you. I won't beat around the bush. I'm not one of these jocks that's, like, dead friendly to everyone if they're being a knob. If you're being an idiot, I'll tell you you're being an idiot. But, if you're being nice, well, then I'll be nice. George is in Essex. Good evening, George.
Hi, Ian. How you doing?
I'm all right, thank you, George. I'm having a lot of fun this evening. More fun than perhaps I should be having.
Well, I'm having as much fun listening. It's been great.
Well, there you go. Are you a first-time caller?
Yeah, I am, but I've been listening since about 2008.
Okay. Well, you've been listening for a while, but you've done... Can I ask, listen, why have you not called in before?
Well, it was Davis before, so, I was a bit intimidating.
Listen, I was intimidated by Davis, and we used to work together. Eloise is not intimidating in the slightest, is she?
No, she's really nice on the phone.
Yeah, she's nice and fun. She's not as nice in real life, if I'm being honest. What?
Ian, don't ruin it for me.
Well, okay. I mean, she's a nice-looking lady, but she's got an attitude. That's all. Oh. And you have an attitude, Eloise. So
You've got an attitude. You're a diva.
Yeah, but I'm allowed to be a diva because I'm the talent.
Well, maybe I am, because I've got to look after you.
You're just behind the scenes.
I've got to give you as good as I get.
Ooh, when's that?
On the table.
I haven't got 500 quid. So, George, apart from phoning in to flirt with my tech op... You're not a producer, you know you're not.
I'm not even a tech op.
No, are you not? You're a tech op assistant.
No, I'm not that.
What are you?
Just an assistant.
Oh, jeez.
You should give her a title, Ian.
No, it's not Ian. It's Mr. Grace.
No, George has got a point here, though. Forget Mr. Grace. He can get knotted. Hang on. Did I just say that? These microphones are broken. I didn't say Mr. Grace get knotted.
No, that was me that said that.
That was George said that. George, you're very close to getting banned, young man.
I'm sorry.
Very close. We need to come up with a title for you, Eloise. You're not a producer. You're not a tech op. You're not skilled. So we need. This is what we'll do. This is what we'll do by the end of the week. We need a title for Eloise. George, any ideas?
No, but I might phone up a bit later.
Have a think about it. I know if you're the Facebookers, facebook.com/Iain Lee Show. If you've got any ideas for a title for Eloise, then let us know and we will.
Nothing rude.
Nothing rude. Yeah, come on, nothing rude. Well, a little bit rude, could be.
I might kick them off Facebook if they do too rude. I won't really.
I take great pleasure in booting people off that Facebook page.
It does feel like we're in a place of power, yeah.
It's really nice. Anyway, George, what are you doing right now?
I'm just relaxing, listening to this with a nice cup of tea.
Everyone. Oh. Have you got work in the morning?
No, I've got college.
Oh, okay, right. What time have you got to be up?
Well, I've got to be in college for 9, so about 7:30.
What? Go to bed.
I've got to do some homework and I've left it too late.
You got to be up in 7 hours.
Yeah, no, I'll be all right. I'll get a bus anyway. Like a bus.
He gets a bus. That's
all right. Then.
It's
all right.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Surely that would take longer.
All I've got to do is catch the bus, otherwise I can't get to college.
They've closed. There's a bus stop outside my house, and they've closed it while they're doing roadworks.
It's well annoying.
And it is annoying, and I keep forgetting. So I get the bus into work. So I keep leaving my house at 9 o'clock, 2 minutes to 9, and then the bus comes and it won't stop. It's like, flipping heck. I've got to walk in the freezing cold down to the next bus stop, which is miles away.
And you have to wait another 15 minutes for the next
Oh,
one.
man, I hate bus drivers.
I saw a bus, there was a bus, not at the stop.
Yeah.
Literally 5 feet away from the stop.
They won't let you on.
Get on.
They won't let you on.
And this geezer was getting so annoyed, literally, banging on the side of the bus.
Well,
that's probably Ian.
Well, he is. I had a row with a bus driver once. He went to. There were 2 buses, and they went past the bus stop and went to traffic lights, and the bus in front let an old woman on. So I got to the bus behind and knocked on the door. He went, I can't let you on. I said, come on, man, I can't let you on. I said, the woman, that bus, and so he let me on, and then we had a bit of a row, and then I went and sat down, and I could hear him under his breath go, bloody arsehole. I went, sorry, what did you say? I didn't say nothing. I said, you just called me... And then we had a massive, massive row, and then he stopped the bus between bus stops and said, right, I'm not moving till you get off. I said, well, I'm not going here, I'm sat here. So then he kicked everyone off the bus and went and stood outside. And so I got off the bus, and we had a massive, massive row, and there was an old guy got kicked off. I felt terrible. And then he got back on the bus and was about to drive away, and I jumped on the bus, right?
I can't believe you did
And then he drove away, right? And then he said, by the way, I'm only stopping 2 stops away. I'm not going into town. But I had to pretend that was all right. I pretended that was fine. And then he wouldn't stop at any bus stops. I said, you're going to let me off? He said, no, mate, I'm going back to the depot now. You're coming with me. I said, you can't do that. So then I phoned up London Buses, whatever they're called, and said, your bus driver is an utter... And I did
holding me hostage.
I said, he's holding me hostage. And the bus driver was laughing, and then this is brilliant. Then I pushed the emergency button open, the button opens the door, and I jumped off the bus while it was moving.
Oh my God!
It went
Did
quite
you have
slowly.
to do a roll? Oh,
I didn't do a roll. He kind of slowed down.
Indiana Lee.
I didn't do an Indiana Lee, but he kind of slowed down.
Indiana Lee.
Anyway, George, was there anything you wanted, or was it just for a nice little chitty chat?
Well, 2 things for you, actually.
Oh, go on then.
Right, you know you're talking about honeycomb.
Yeah.
I don't know what exactly you were talking about, but it's not really relevant.
Well,
but my dad
honeycomb.
wants to get a beehive in the back garden.
Now, now this is interesting you say this. I've been thinking of getting a beehive in the back garden.
Did you hear him call it a beehive and not a bee's nest?
Okay, I think he's talking about wasps, but I know what he means. Why does he want to get one, George? For the honey, I'm guessing.
Well, yeah, I don't know. You had the idea for ages, but I don't see what he sees in it because it's a pain in the arse, isn't it?
Well, it can be a pain in the arse if they get you there. He knows that you can now buy honey in Tesco's, doesn't he?
I'm not quite sure.
Okay, well, you should let him know that you can buy it in a lot of supermarkets. It would be exciting. And also, if you get a bee's nest, you have to get all the gear, the white clothes with the mask and stuff, don't you?
It's probably quite expensive, isn't it?
It probably is. It'd be funny, though. It'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I've been toying with the idea, but I share the garden with the people downstairs, and they've got like a little baby, and I don't think they'd be very happy.
Just put it in there for a laugh, see what they do.
Yeah, I'm going to put it in there for a laugh. See what they do, is what I'll do. George, and you had another...
That little baby can run away on his own.
Oh, little babies.
I didn't hear about a baby. Better not do that.
Well, and you had another point, George.
Yeah, do you remember... You probably remember...
I like George.
Hugo.
I like George.
Yeah, he's good. Go on.
Do you remember Hugo? Hugo Peters, I think it was called.
Oh, yeah, who was Hugo Peters?
No idea.
He was quite posh. He used to phone up, and he was in Morocco one time.
I vaguely remember Hugo Peters, yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I remember Hugo Peters, yeah, of course I do. Big, I think he was like an author or something, wasn't he?
Yeah, and the last time he phoned up, he sort of cut off mid-phone call as if he'd been, attacked or something.
Oh, okay.
I just want to put out, a plea.
Yeah.
That if Hugo's listening, that he can phone up to make sure that he's safe.
Okay, well, if Hugo Peters is listening, do you know what, he probably won't get on this week because it's Freshers Week.
Oh, yeah.
But I tell you what, next Monday, hang on, I've actually got my diary here, let me write this down. Next Monday, we're going to put out a plea for Hugo Peters.
Yeah.
Okay, Hugo, get my windows clean next week.
Someone suggested I should be called the Radiological Equipment Specialist.
Yeah, that's catchy, isn't it? George, listen, next Monday we will put out a plea for Hugo Peters. Robert is in the... Hello, Robert?
Hiya.
Hello, Robert.
How are you?
I'm all right.
How's the show tonight? It's good?
I don't know, have you been listening?
I have been listening.
What do you
It's quite
reckon?
funny. It's very, very entertaining, very, very cool. I'm a first-time caller, though, so...
Well done, Robert. You're an ascot, posh ascot.
Am I?
What, are you?
No.
Well, it says on my screen you're an ascot.
Really? Oh, I'm actually on the rougher side. It's called Bracknell.
Oh, yeah, Bracknell's a
Yeah,
dumb
you know,
name.
the one with the teenage pregnancy.
Yeah, Bracknell's a dump. You wouldn't want to be in Bracknell.
Did I say Bracknell? Yeah, how's the show? Yeah,
Hang on a second. By the way,
about...
Eloise, line 2 dropped off if you want to get line 2 again, but don't worry if you don't want to. Sorry, Robert. Yes, go on.
No, I was just going to say, I wanted to phone up and just say hello as a first-time caller, and also...
How long have you been listening for?
I have been listening for 32 minutes.
No, but you saying this is the first episode you've ever listened to?
Well, I'll tell you what it is. Literally, I listened last week for the first time, and I got hooked on the show. So my brother said, phone up. And I said, yeah, okay, so I'll phone up and been listening. It's pretty cool.
It's all right. Yeah, I mean, this week is not a typical week because it's all freshers and none of the regulars are getting on. It's I don't know if it's better or if it's worse or if it's just different, but it's not typical. So I demand, Robert, that you go and download all of the old podcasts.
Okay.
And then make up your mind from the average of those. Okay, let's a couple of things that you did. The Oscars.
Yes.
Do they interest you at all?
Oscar who?
Exactly. It's just...
You're having a giraffe there, aren't we?
It's just...
What a waste of time.
It's rubbish, isn't it?
It's men in posh suits coming up with more celebrity mishmash.
I just don't understand why I like films, and if his film's good, then I might buy the DVD. That's all they need to know.
Exactly.
That's all they need to know.
Who cares about what they're wearing and who, which and why? They're all rich people. Leave it up to rich people to watch it, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
That's exactly
what
I
say. I just wanted to say what I'm doing. So I'm playing a game called World of Warcraft with my brother. We're on a LAN party.
I played LAN party. Well,
yeah, we're on a LAN party. There's three of us here.
You're geeks. I like it.
Yeah, I love it. You've got to have a bit of fun after work, 9 to 5.
I only played World of Warcraft once, right?
Yeah.
And I played it, and I went online, and I was in this. I was creating my character, and then I was in this little village where you start off, and this guy came up to me and said, "Oh, you new here?" And I said, "Yeah, I've never played it before. I don't really know what I'm doing. Could you take me to a mission or something?" And he said, "Oh, follow me, and I'll show you what I'll show you what you need to do." And this is absolutely true. He took me up this alleyway, right? So it's just me and him in this alleyway.
Dodgy already.
It does.
There.
And he said, listen, you've just got the basic kit there. That's not going to do you any good if you can't go into battle with that. I've got some nice armour that you can have. Tell you what, take off your trousers and give them to me, and I'll give you some, better trousers with higher hit points, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
So I took my trousers off, gave them to him, and then he buggered off. He just ran away. And so I'm there with no... Well, exactly. So I'm there in a computer... And this is the thing... The ironic thing is, this has happened to me twice in the real world.
What have we learned from this? Don't go up dodgy alleys with men asking to take your trousers.
That's exactly what we've learned from it, Robert. Listen, I've got to move on, but thank you very much. World of Warcraft, I'm scared to play it again because I don't want to lose my trousers, and I know I would just become way too addicted to it. Oh, the Beach Boys.
Round, round, get around, I get around, you get around, round, round.
I faded the Beach Boys out rather suddenly there. I do apologise for that, Beach Boys. It's, have we played that? We played that. Let's see. Lovely. It's Serena. Good evening, Serena.
Hi, Ian. How are you?
Ooh, you're a borderline case, aren't you?
What does that mean?
You're borderline.
We've spoken 3 times before, and twice have been about Prince.
I know, I remember. But what I'm saying is you're borderline, aren't you? Hello?
I don't know what you mean by borderline.
I mean, you're borderline regular.
Yeah, I'm a new regular caller.
Well, because you know that it's no regulars are allowed on this week. It's Freshers' Week.
Well, Eloise said I could come on.
Well, you can come on and you can be assessed as to whether you're a regular or not, but whether you stay on...
okay.
...is a matter of debate.
Okay.
You've called 3 times before, you say?
Yes, and the first time I can't remember. We ended the call talking about XTC, and then the next 2 calls were both Prince related.
Okay, so
it's mainly music. I call you about stuff, music stuff.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Well, I think you're just... I tell you what. Okay. Listen, because you're as you said yourself, you're a new regular, so it means I'm going to give you 30 seconds to make your point, and then I will have to cut you off. How's about that? That's a fair deal.
30 seconds.
Well, yeah, because it's regular free.
30 seconds.
Yeah, and your time starts now.
your gig next week. How long have you been in a band, and are you any good? And can you get more guests on, such as, because Todd Rundgren and Micky Dolenz were really good, so can you get Lindsay Buckingham from Fleetwood Mac on, please?
Okay, very quickly. We've been in the band for a while. Yes, the band are very good. We're on Friday the 16th at the Dublin Castle. We're trying to get Lindsay Buckingham, but so far he said no.
Why no?
There we go! Oh no, we've got 7 seconds left. Because he's like a big superstar. Apparently we're on a waiting list, but I don't think it will ever happen.
Okay.
And that's your 30 seconds.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
You say I love you, boy.
Oh, it's just dawned on me. Ain't got no food in my house, ain't got no food. We've got some bread, we haven't got any margarine to put on top of it. So you can't have dry... That's the worst thing. I had a slice of dry toast last night when I got home with Marmite. Toast and just Marmite on its own, it's not... Marmite is not enough of a lubricant to make the toast edible. You need the butter. The butter is the lubricant for bread, whether it be sandwiches or it be toast. By the way, everyone stop calling. We've got enough calls now for the next 20 minutes or so, and Eloise is nicked off. So if you're calling in, don't. If you've been racked up and you're ready to go, stay there. We'll come to you in a moment. So I have nothing when I get in, and I've just dawned on me, I'm quite hungry. Well, it may be a bowl of muesli, and that's not... Muesli is not a meal, is it, really? It's not a nighttime meal. It's not good. Aussie Lee!
How you going, mate?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate. I can't stop doing an Aussie accent when I speak to someone. I do apologise. Slightly racist.
That's cool. That's fine. You should buy a crunchy on the way home.
Well, the thing is, I get. I will be getting a cab home, and those guys is well grumpy, and I don't want to stop or ask them to stop.
Is it a private cab?
Is it a what?
Is it a private cab or like a black cab?
Yeah, private cab. The company lay it on, but I don't want them because if I ask them to stop, that means I've got to talk to them.
Right.
And I don't
want
want
to. Talking to
I don't like talking to those guys. They're all they're all very nice gentlemen, but I don't like talking to them.
Right. Oh, that's no good.
Although when you book cabs here or you book cabs at the BBC, for example, you can put in a request saying, "Can you ask the driver not to talk to me?" Now, but I could never do that because the driver would know that you put that request in, and so he would treat you. He'd be thinking, "What a tosser," you know. Anyway, that's my insecurities. That
like back home, we have a habit of actually jumping in the front seat with the cab driver.
Oh no! That's wrong.
It's always like we always jump in the front seat and have a chat with them.
That is, I mean, if you've got a full, there's 4 of you that want to get in the cab, then yeah, of course you have to. But no, you would never do that. Have you done that over here?
No.
No, then
you can't do it in a black cab.
You can't do it in a black cab. You can do it in mini cabs and stuff like that.
Right.
Listen, I'm not condoning anything illegal or at all, and I'm glad the laws have been changed and these things have been outlawed. But I miss those illegal minicabs from my younger days. I miss a guy outside a nightclub saying, "Where do you want to go? Northwest London? 30 quid? No, make it 15. It's a deal." I miss that. Then jumping in his ramshackle car that had no brakes and possibly had a knife underneath his seat. I miss those days.
Oh, that's good. That's
fun times. Anyway, what do you want?
Oh, I was just calling up to say how good it was to hear another Australian on the radio.
Oh, come on, mate. Listen.
I missed it last night. I didn't get to hear last night, and I heard it today, and I was like, how good's this?
Mate,
she's
listen,
a big bonkers.
She's not going to be interested in you, Aussie Lee. So...
Well, if I wanted to be with an Aussie girl, I'd be back home, but... I think, no, she's good, man. She's good.
She's good. Well, we like Pammy. Pammy is lovely, but she's a cougar Pammy. But she is bonkers and is up for it, and that no, don't be. Is it true about Aussie girls, Aussie Lee?
Well, sorry, what was that?
Is it true about Aussie girls?
What's that?
That they're a bit
Yes, that's true.
Okay, that is true. Okay. Okay. I've never been with an Australian lady, but I always find them just a bit intimidating because they're so brash and in your face.
Yeah.
They're like Irish girls in that respect, that they're very brash and in your face and take control to such an extent that it makes me want to cry a little bit.
Oh.
Really?
Well, that's not very appealing to women.
It's not very appealing to women, and it's not very easy to achieve sexual arousal when you're crying.
No. Does it work with your missus is Greek, isn't she?
She's half Greek, so it's best of both worlds. She can cook lots of nice food, but she's not bonkers, so...
Right, that's good then.
I win in that respect.
And talking about, you're talking about Glastonbury before.
Glastonbury,
sorry.
Yes.
And I'm actually going.
To the festival?
Yeah, I've never been to a festival here before.
Okay.
And it coincides with the World Cup.
Right.
For the football. And if Australia finish second in their group, and England win their group, then Australia plays England in the quarterfinals, and that's during Glastonbury.
But Australia won't come second in their group, will they? Listen, I don't know anything about football. I have very little interest in it, but surely they're rubbish, aren't they?
Well, they're playing Germany, which I'll lose, and it's probably out of them and Ghana.
Right.
And if we can somehow pull out a win and get through to finish second in our group, then we're going to be playing England. And... yeah, I'm a little bit worried about the crowd. I think I'm going to have to lose my Aussie-ness when I'm in Glastonbury.
Yeah, you will get the bejesus kicked out. Hang on a minute, you've tricked me into talking about football. Aussie League, go away, go away. For goodness sakes, not having any of that. I'm not talking about football. Noel Taylor, good evening, Noel Taylor.
Oh, hello, Ian.
Hello, Noel Taylor.
I love your show. I think it's absolutely brilliant.
You're right, it is brilliant.
I do think that you're a bit rude to Eloise. I've got a name wrong, bloody hell.
Yeah, bloody hell. What do you mean, rude?
Well, just over the last few weeks, a little bit, she threatened to leave the studio, etc.
Right. Well, listen, I treat my staff with the respect they deserve, and that's what she deserves.
Yeah.
She's not particularly important here in the building, so what does it matter?
How dare you?
What does it matter? It's not like I'm talking to Mr. Grace or something like that, someone high up. It's just Eloise,
Yeah.
She'll put up with it, and she'll may go home and cry, but that's her problem. Toughen her up.
Yeah. The Oscars, I think it's all pompous and very, posh and all that.
It's very posh, isn't it? There's no need for it.
Like you say, I think it's not necessary. If you like the film, you like the film, and full stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we've cleared that up, Noel Taylor. Is it the first time you've called?
Yeah, I love your regulars. I think they're absolutely brilliant.
Well, listen, the regulars are going to come back next week, and what Eloise and I are discussing, or will be discussing, is how we strike the balance between a fair smattering of regulars, but also I have enjoyed talking to new callers and a lot of new listeners as well, by coincidence, this week, more than perhaps some of the regulars. So we need to work out a way we can strike a balance between we get the voices that we all know and love, but also new people like yourself don't feel intimidated or scared or unable to call in. So we need to strike that balance. How we do that yet, Noel, I don't quite know, and we are open to suggestions on that.
Yeah, I can't think of anything offhand.
Have a little ponder.
I'm an inventor.
Sorry?
Famous inventor, Noel Taylor. And, I've invented a text. You text the bus so you won't have your problem. You say the bus stop number, and the bus will stop at that bus stop number. You just text it, yeah.
Hang on a minute. You text, but buses stop anyway. You just put your arm out.
Yeah, but haven't you ever had one go flying past you?
Yeah, because bus drivers are utter... Did you invent the hover car?
That's right, yeah.
I've just Googled you. Hang on a second. Noel Taylor. Is that you? Look at that.
Yeah.
You look like a thug in that picture. Like a thuggy James O'Brien. Great Britain, Noel lived in Wellesbourne for the first 10 years and moved to Whitenash.
That's right, yeah. You're too clever for your own good.
Well, I typed your name in Google. He has over 70 inventions to his name. OK, here we go. These are your inventions. Plastic bed. What was a plastic bed for?
So that you don't get germs in a hospital.
OK. Did they go for that?
No. Well, none of my inventions have ever made a penny.
Oh, OK.
I just do it.
What's a remote control bleep?
That's so that, like, if you get your remote control stuck... this is actually given to me, this invention, which is unusual. Down the settee, you press a button on your TV and it bleeps for about 15 seconds so you can find your remote control.
You did not invent snooker rests?
Yes. Well, a lot of my inventions, my snooker rest is so that, you've got, like, the full... pack of balls, red balls.
Yeah.
It's quite large, so that it can go over the pack.
You're bonkers. A pocket scissor holder?
Yeah, that's so that you don't make holes in your pocket if you've got a scissor
ever
in your pocket.
No, listen, I'm loving your work, and the hovercar sounds great, but who has ever made holes in their pocket by carrying scissors in them?
Yeah, I suppose there's a very
the
fine
floor.
line between madness and genius.
Bullshine, yeah. Okay. Bus, okay. Yeah, the four-handled shopping bag. Go on, what's that?
Well, normally you've got two handles on a shopping bag, and sometimes it can rip through.
Yeah.
And also it can cut your hands.
Yeah.
So if you've got four handles, there's less stress on the...
Okay, I've just seen two more. Yeah. The coin cash point. It's a cash point that dispenses coins, I'm guessing.
Yeah, in the bank.
Okay.
Cash point, yeah.
Okay, and did Barclays go for that?
Like I say, I've never made a penny from any of my inventions.
And the rapid laser bomb destroyer.
Yeah, well, that is a bit bonkers. It's sort of like Ronald Reagan, like he started to do that. But this is several lasers going at, like nuclear bombs going over the horizon, as you could put it.
Okay. And did you actually invent this, or is it like me saying, hey, I've invented a tablet that you put in petrol tanks and it makes the car go for 1,000 miles? I've just come up with the idea, but I've not actually put the work into building it?
So some of my ideas are like you have to invent the computer, like the computer's invented, and then you invent like a cover that goes over the screen, so it doesn't like.
You're my new favourite person, Noel. What's Until Then?
That's my latest singles. Yeah.
Oh man! Would you mind if I played a bit?
You can play it, yeah.
Here we go. This is Until Then. Hang on. It might not play on this computer because this computer is utter bobbins. Here we go.
Oh,
it sounds reggae-styly.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
This is brilliant, Noel.
Don't go over the top.
The other day, he abducted me, he took me away. Hey, said that I was no fool to them.
No, you are absolutely bonkers, and I love you, fella.
Thanks.
Make sure you call in again, won't you?
Yeah, I will.
All right, cheers, Matthias. I've got to move on, but that's wonderful. Look at that.
A Holocaust and revelations are to come.
Dawn, what do you reckon? Do you like it? Hello, Dawn?
Hello?
Do you like this song?
It's not bad. Sorry, I was,
what were you doing there?
I was a little busy.
What? Why? What were you doing?
I don't think it's allowed to say on national radio.
Well, no. What? Are you making yourself happy?
I was making myself and somebody else very happy. I got a little bit bored of waiting.
So you've got a gentleman there. A gentleman, I'm assuming, unless you're a lady lesbian. A lady?
No, it was a gentleman.
You got a gentleman there. And how happy are you making him?
I was making him very happy until you said I was on air.
Have you got your hands full?
I had both hands full.
There we go. Wow.
There was a damn good reason I wasn't answering you as well.
No, well, listen, well, let's make this brief then. I'm sorry to leave the poor gentleman in limbo.
Oh, I'm sure he's quite all right.
You can carry on if you want, Dawn, while we're doing this phone call. I mean, I won't mind.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, go on, carry on.
I wouldn't be able to answer you then.
Oh, you were down there, okay.
Yeah, I was a little bit busy.
Well, you keep things turning over, and just so the engine doesn't go cold. And tell us, God Almighty, this is terrible. Why have you called in?
Actually, I was called in for, but I do actually have a question for you.
Oh, where you go, Dawn? What is your question?
And it's a bit of a random cryptic question.
It would be from I expect it would be from a woman of your years who's busy pleasuring a gentleman whilst waiting on the phone. Now, where you go?
I'm just curious as to whether there is actually a difference between a pink flamingo and an ostrich, because around here they seem to find each other sexually attractive.
Oh, you're the most mental person we've had all night, Dawn. Is there a difference between a pink flamingo and an ostrich? I don't think there is.
Sorry, between a pink flamingo and a sunburnt ostrich. Because around here they can't. Well, the ostriches just seem to look at pink flamingos and think that they're just sunburnt ostriches.
Yes.
So.
Do you know what, Dawn? I don't know, but keep listening. I'm sure someone will call in with the answer.
Okay, I just thought if anybody would know, you would. So.
Eyes down for a full house, Dawn. Get back to your work.
I'm back off to work.
Good girl. There we go. This has been wow. I'm speechless.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Absolute Radio. I'm way behind on that, so that's going to be 6 minutes. Lovely. Raquel.
Arkel.
Arkel. Like R. Kelly. Are you trapped in the closet?
No.
No. Okay, you sound weird. Okay, Arkel. Where does that name come from? What a beautiful name.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, why are you trying to talk like a cat? If a cat could speak, it would sound like you.
I'm sure it's a compliment.
Yeah, it's a compliment. So, Arkel, that sounds quite common, doesn't it? It sounds like quite northern. Here, Arkel, come downstairs for tea.
Maybe.
Maybe. Are you actually posh or are you pretend posh?
I think my voice is pretend. I'm shocked.
Well, I don't know. It's so rarely do I get to speak to posh people.
Pretend.
Okay. So you're proper posh, are you?
I wouldn't class myself as posh. Perhaps aristocratic.
Aristocratic. Okay. Well, okay, Arkel. Well, what can we do for you this evening?
Well, I was just calling in to say I love your show.
Right.
And also a sort of topic.
Well, okay, this is exactly what we need at 1:45 on a Tuesday evening. What topic have you got for us?
Well, it is a topic of things that you would expect a small child to believe, but then carry on believing into adulthood. Such as, I still can't stop myself looking up if someone says there's gullible written on the ceiling.
Hang on a minute. I can hardly hear what you're saying. Something that a child would believe, but you've carried on believing into your adulthood, and you said something about someone told you to look up there was blood on the ceiling. Is that what you said? Speak near the phone, you mentalist!
Oh, I'm sorry. No, if someone says there's gullible on the ceiling, I can't help myself looking up.
If someone says there's gullible on the ceiling?
If someone says there's gullible written on the ceiling.
Oh, okay. I never heard that before.
Really?
No, the trick is to say, they've taken gullible out of the dictionary. Which they have done recently.
No, I'm not sure I believe that, but still.
Okay, Arkel. Well, Martin?
Hello?
Someone's written gullible on your ceiling.
Where?
Ah, it does work, Arkel! Fantastic! We totally punked Martin!
Well, I'm glad if I could be of some use to you.
You've been a little bit of use, but not much. Thanks for calling!
Okay.
There we go. Gee, this is... Martin!
Oh, I feel stupid now.
Yeah, you should do. You should do, you muppet. What can we do for you, my friend?
I'll just ring up for a chat, really, Ian. It's going all right, isn't it, the last couple of shows?
It's been... listen, I've been enjoying myself immensely. I hope that as listeners are finding it interesting and fun having new people calling in, because I know it can get a little bit samey with the same old voices from time to time.
I always find it, to be honest, almost intimidating to ring in. I don't almost want to interrupt.
Okay, now this is interesting. This is what I'm going to do tomorrow, is I'm going to ask people why they haven't called in before. You found it intimidating, really?
It's
almost like it's a secret club. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. That's interesting because it is. I like the idea of it being sort of a club.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to be completely exclusive, so people don't think they can take part. I want everyone to think they can take part at some point and on some level.
It's almost like a club with the 3 worst doormen ever in the shape of Barry, Andre and Vinny.
Imagine them bouncing a club.
That is not a club you'd want to go into.
You see those Muppets standing outside and you just think, I am absolutely fine. I shall walk right on by.
Hey, Ian, did you know you can make your own honeycomb?
Oh, Martin's about to give me the nectar. Go on, mate. How?
Sugar and water in a saucepan until it gets all really hot.
Yeah.
You then put bicarbonate of soda in there.
Oh, shut up, do you? You don't put that in there.
No, you do. It then fizzes up.
Yeah.
You pour it out onto some greaseproof paper.
Yeah.
The bicarbonate fizzes up and gives you all those little holes.
Yeah.
As the sugar and water cools down, it goes very hard, and that's it. You've got it.
Okay. Well, and what? I don't know what bicarbonate of soda is.
It's just like this white powder.
Well, I know it's a white powder, but what is it?
I don't know. You just put it in stuff to make it.
It's like me saying, I don't know what cocaine is. Well, it's just this white powder that you shove up your nose. Yeah, I know. I don't know what it is.
You could try. That might work.
Yeah, well, let's go and make some honeycomb with cocaine. No. Have you ever made your own honeycomb?
I have, but only, when I was much younger.
And was it any good? Was it as good as the stuff you can buy in the market?
It wasn't as good as the stuff you get in the shops.
Yeah.
But you could make up for the quality with the quantity you could buy.
You can just get I nearly saw then. Shed loads. I do apologise. A little bit relaxed there, chatting to Martin. Sorry about that. He's bringing out the worst in me. You can get shed loads of the stuff there.
Yeah, you can make as much as you like.
But it doesn't taste that nice, is what you're saying. So you can have a lot of it.
It's all right. I think the trick is not to get the sugar and water too hot and sort of burn the sugar.
Okay, Martin, I may try and make some honeycomb over the weekend and bring it in next week.
Yeah, look out, because that sugar and water that gets really hot. Don't get it anywhere near you.
Whoa, all right, calm down. Don't he's having a go at me now. What's going on, Martin? I've got to move on. I've got one more call. Nice to talk to you.
Speak to you later.
Call again. Good lad. There we go. Thomas Royston, you're the last caller. Hello, Thomas.
Howdy, partner.
Howdy.
Yee-hee, Ian Lee.
Yeehaw! Thomas Royston.
I'm challenging you in a draw, brother.
Okay.
I take 5 steps that way, you take 5 steps the other way.
I will do that.
We turn around, we draw guns, I shoot you in the leg. If I win, I fornicate with your lady friend.
Okay, we're fine for you, Eloise.
And she rides side saddle.
She does ride side saddle, actually. She showed me a picture.
But if you win, what do you do?
Well, nothing. I carry on riding side saddle myself. The thing is, Thomas Royston, I ain't going to be shooting you in the leg.
Where you going to shoot me, partner?
Right between the eyes.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, yes. Are you ready?
At noon, we draw, partner.
Well, hang on. What? Hang on. At noon when? Today?
At noon, partner.
What, tomorrow?
At noon, partner.
What, the day after?
At noon, partner.
Not yesterday.
We gonna draw.
When?
Darn soon.
But when are we gonna do it?
Oh, you're a son of a gun.
Is this a real person?
We gonna draw. You may call me Outlaw Thomas Royston.
Are you?
Your lady friend may call me Tom Royston.
Are you actually there?
I'm here, partner.
Well, when are we doing it?
We gonna do it at noon, partner.
But noon when?
Okay, we can do it now if you want.
We can do it. We've brought it forward 11 hours, so 11
Are you
hours
ready,
and 10 minutes.
partner?
I'm ready, Thomas Royston. Count out the steps.
1, partner. 2, partner. 3, partner.
I turned around and shot you bang in the back of the head. You're dead, mister.
Oh, you cheated, partner.
Oh, yeah, don't mess with me, Thomas Royston.
Oh, you darn tootin'
Don't mess with me, Thomas Royston. Listen, if I'm in a duel, I am playing to win, all right? And I will play dirt if I need to.
I think you cheated.
Of course I cheated. I turned around on 3. I turned around at 3. Come on.
All right.
Of course I cheated. I don't know his system. I'm getting in there. We're playing with guns, Eloise.
That's true.
It's
You
guns.
did win me, though.
I did win you. Now means I can put you on eBay and get my money back. Now. Let's just see who this is. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You've come straight through to the air.
Oh, I was trying to just call up to say, can I come on tomorrow? Because Eloise called me back about an hour ago.
Oh, yeah.
And it went straight to my voicemail. I didn't realise.
Nuts. Listen, I'll tell you what, we've had a lot of people on Facebook saying this, and I've had a lot of emails and stuff saying Eloise hasn't called me back, or I couldn't get through, or the phone was ringing for ages and ages.
Everyone back today.
I know. I'm just saying it has been really, 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 really busy.
I know,
so
it's been really good.
I'm glad you've enjoyed it. It's been really busy, so please keep trying tomorrow, and if you don't get through tomorrow, keep trying Thursday, and we will do our best to make sure that people who've not got on the last couple of nights will get on the next couple of nights. We will do our best. But have you been enjoying it?
Yes, I have been. It's been really good. I just discovered you by accident.
When did... we got a lot of people saying they've just discovered... When did you just discover us?
I was looking through the V Plus banner.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, and 10 o'clock one night.
Do they call it the banner on there? Because on the Sky, it's the EPG.
Oh, it's probably the same thing, but I'm lazy. And I saw your name, and I thought, oh, it's Iain, good. But it said Absolute, and I thought, right, it's going to be a music show, so I don't know. I'm sure he won't be doing all the stuff he used to do on LBC and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's all that rubbish.
Tuned in. Oh, yeah.
It's exactly the same act. He's not moved in. If anything, he's going backwards.
He's still getting paid for it.
I'm still getting money for sitting here spouting complete and utter balls.
And the podcast is fantastic because it cuts out all the music. Why don't you get them to let you not do a music show?
There was talk of it when I joined here, but then that talk stopped. So
okay, listen, can I come on tomorrow because I want to get some advice from Aussie Pam.
Okay, well, I suspect Aussie Pam is going to become a regular in more ways than one. So yes, give us a call tomorrow, and we'll make sure you're one of the first calls on. Call nice and early at the start of the show. What's your name, my friend?
Alan Nibke.
Alan Nibke. Okay, we'll call us nice and early, and we'll get you on.
I'll do it.
Cheers, my dears.
Night.
Ta-ta, there we go. What nice... We've had a couple of people, well, one person, saying that the reason they haven't called in is because they feel a little intimidated.
Yeah, I heard that.
So we need to work out how to stop people being intimidated.
I think tomorrow when we ask that, I think we might find there might be a few of them.
Yeah. Anyway, if you've just tuned in, the show's coming to an end. Mark Crosley's up soon. But if you missed anything, you missed all of this.
Iain Lee. It's all just a little bit of history repeating on Absolute Radio.
I'm a cougar.
I've always been a big fan of the older woman. And now I'm 36... I could quite possibly go as far as 58.
I'm a cougar.
I have not got my bloody robot butler.
So there's always a bloke with a bloody tin whistle or a dog or something.
Or a bongo. There's always someone with a bongo.
I'm a cougar.
Balls, Andy! It's utter balls!
Oh, God, with a capital B.
Oh, I don't know, you've got me angry, Andy. I don't know why. There's something about you that's brought out the anger in me. I like you. You're good.
I'm a cougar.
Apart from phoning in to flirt with my tech op...
I'm a cougar.
She's as mad as all sorts, that one.
Oh, she can direct my little movie, definitely.
Oh, it would be little, Iain. Oh, it would be little.
All right, steady on.
Would it be in 3D?
All right, just calm down. Yes, but you would need glasses to see it.
I'm a cougar.
Iain Lee. He's back on the radio.
Absolute Radio.
Tomorrow at 11. FYI.
Excellent work, Eloise. Excellent work.
And it's precisely 60 seconds.
Fantastic. I am taking you out for dinner next week as a direct result of the work you've done there. That's your lot, kids. Mark Crosley is coming up next, which is all very, very, very exciting. Make sure you stick around for that. Freshers Week continues tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Here's the Beatles.
I read the news today.